All right, Benicius, whenever you're ready, take it away.
All right. Thank you all, and thanks for attending the session today. My name is Vinicius Garmat. I work as a product manager in IBM, mostly focused on the mobile side. Today with me, I have Johnny, who is a technical specialist at Aquarelli, which is one of our premier business partners, and Stan Smith. I think he will be joining a little bit late. That will help us really during the Q&A. So what we'll be covering today really is the day in the life of a technician and really what is behind Maximo Mobile, behind Maximo Mobile as a product, how we get there, where we are coming, because really in the opening session today, Steve really did a good intro about all the mobility history behind the Maximo product, where MRO, PSCI, IBM is coming really from a mobility perspective and really why Maximo Mobile at this point in time. And later on, really, we will walk you through some of the customer implementations that Aquarelli did to a few customers. So quick walkthrough here. It's not new. Maximo is going really from a whole modernization effort, as we call it. And as part of this modernization, the mobile is really one of the drivers for that. It's not new. Everybody in the audience here might have a mobile device, and it's playing with applications for different reasons in their devices. So the expectations as a technician now had changed a lot. They shifted up really because as consumers, they have more capabilities that they can do today. So how really we can bring that experience to an enterprise level, to a technician that is in the field trying to perform work. And really Maximo Mobile tried to combine not just my work needs, but what else I can offer to my technician to be more productive in the field. So sensor information as an example, safety awareness about the work that he's doing, remote assistance to the work that perhaps he does not have skills to perform. And in the end, he's just a human being. So the intent is really for him to not spend time with the tool, but really getting the work done. And as I said, this is really part of an evolution. So we had Anywhere before. Anywhere was made of many different applications as we had, and we are really migrating all of them, not just migrating, revisiting them to be part of the Maximo Mobile, which is really the new platform that IBM will continue to evolve moving forward. So as we talk about Maximo Mobile, and this is really where things start, it's one application that you will really get from the App Store or distribute that internally, but that's something that you have to do once. Once you do that, all the updates are handled really by Maximo Mobile itself. As we look at the technician really, and this is kind of the common feedback that we got from the field, mainly from existing Anywhere customers. Oh, I have 10 different applications that I need to perform a role. As a role, I should be app agnostic. Let's put it that way. I don't have really to know which app I should go to perform other than having my role configured in a single application. So I really have everything that I need to perform my job into a single place. And really having all these capabilities in place, we really present Maximo Mobile as a platform, not just like an end user application. Okay, we have to provide some capabilities for you to start with, and those capabilities are either from work execution capabilities for you to see work orders, inspections for you to fill up forms and collect information, but it's really a platform. We are not limited to the capabilities that you were seeing here in Navigator. Essentially, as a platform, as we have in Maximo, Maximo Mobile contains, I would say, kind of a flavor of an application designer that you can use, configure, clone existing functionalities, and make it work to what you need. So we are really trying to be close to what we have in Maximo in terms of functionality to the mobile side. In other words, configure once and use the same, regardless if you were in a connected, in a disconnected mode, using the mobile application or really using a browser, because every customer might have a different flavor of mobility, I would say. Mobile by nature is intended really to work in offline mode. And as a technician, you don't have really to deal with any connectivity aspect of it. The connection should be transparent. When we have it, it works, it sends everything. When you don't have it, it caches the things that you did in offline, and it will synchronize later. So no need really to manually switch to offline, forget it to bring online, and have transactions on hold in the mobile side, which is a common pain point that we got from the field. And again, as a consumer experience, as I mentioned, so app stores, everybody went to an app store before. Even organizations right now might have different roles about pointing their applications to an application store instead of trying to distribute the apps by themselves. Really, uh, because that's in place already. Everybody knows how to use it, and just tie that to your enterprise account. Apple Store, Google Play, and also Windows is available with Maximo Mobile. One important topic here. So Maximo Mobile is really something that is part of the modernization effort of Maximo. It is already available in the application suite out of the box with the license that you have once you complete the migration. But as you do the conversion really from the existing license module to application points, you can start leveraging Maximo Mobile today with Maximo 7.6. So if you already have 7.6.12, 7.6.13, you can start Maximo Mobile today. And that's really what we will cover in a few minutes from the customers that we are working with. Not everything is really a mobility solution, a mobility problem, I would say. And as part of this modernization, we are not just revisiting the mobile side, but also what is the experience to get things to a technician to execute in the field. I'm just coming from a travel where I was working with a customer that was simply complaining, oh, I have 1,000 work orders in my device and I don't know what to do. Some customers, okay, that's fine. They have their roles about having the technician to decide what they should do next, but really that translates to how a company, an organization is really planning to execute that work. And if you look at Maximo and really some of the products out there as a suite, things start with scheduling most of the times to get things that you will have to execute in the mobile. So Maximo really offers that, and the whole scheduling capability is going really through a modernization effort as well. So really from the old assignment manager application to what we call now graphical work week, as an example, gives you capabilities to simply drag drop, see who is available to do the work, and have the right work really in the hands of the technician that has to execute. And that really creates a flow. The technician can communicate to my dispatcher, to my planner to see who is doing what. And that really covers the flow of my supervisors, my dispatchers that are really determining, okay, these are really the work that you can do today based on your capacity and all, to really what the technicians will be receiving in their devices to execute. So it's not really a must-have, but it's an important piece just to keep the technician really focused on the things that he have really to execute while he's in the field. So important piece, scheduler has been around for quite some time. It's been modernized. And once I have that assignment in place, and again, the assignment is just one example, we can configure whatever is the criteria that the organization is using to determine what the technician will see in their mobile devices. That translates really to a work list out of the box. We are really using assignment manager, which is aligned with the dispatching capabilities that we have on the scheduler. But let's take a look here. So we have a simple list, and right away you see several touch points, the ability to switch really from a a list to a map view. And more important, once I get this work list in my hands, I don't care about connectivity anymore. I can disconnect, I can lose my connectivity, I can have really a bad network. Everything will work because from this point onwards, I have the data that I need to proceed with my work that was assigned to me. So right away here, without even getting to the details, I can do communications using work logs, I can record meter readings, change the status of this work order to whatever I am allowed to do, and really start the work. The blue button is something that you see most of the time in the flow here to really highlight, okay, this is what my technician should be doing. And that way, we try to guide him from the things that he has to do while he's in the field. That really translates, again, to productivity, less time to value, less need for training, and really put the information that he needs to do highlighted in the screen. My work order really have multiple details. So from here, I have really all the capabilities. There is nothing really hidden in the mobile side. Everything is either a touch point, a shortcut in the screen, or highlighted with the blue button flow. I forgot to mention we can integrate to Google Maps, Waze, Apple Maps, Esri as a mapping engine here, not just to provide the location about where this work order is located, but also to start traveling to that location. By traveling means that I will have really capabilities to track how much time I spent traveling to that destination and record that as part of this work. So it's quite transparent, I would say, what you can collect from mobile without having to go to action A, B, and C and inform that particular functionality. The details really gives you the ability to do the work. So I have here not just the ability to see the task list, capture the device position to update that work order record location, perform inspections. So everything that is really related to this work order is integrated regardless of the module, the underlying functionality inside mobile that you need to perform. So from a role-based perspective, again, things have to be intuitive enough to allow me really to do the work from a central place, regardless of what type of work it is. Asset details, we present it right away with the ability to see a little history about what happened in that asset or location in that same place, barcode, QR code scanning, either to search or to confirm that you were really working in the asset that you were supposed to do, to the point where, okay, you can really complete that work order. As part of this journey, another module, I would say, that was available inside Maximo Mobile, and this has been really one of the oldest requirements that we had since the early work center days, was really to provide offline support for the inspections work center. So this is now part of Maximo Mobile. And if you ask me, Vinicius, okay, what is maybe the best place to start with Maximo Mobile? And if you look, okay, from the many different capabilities that we have, from either inventory counting, service request capabilities, work execution, inspections, I would say inspections is really a low-hanging fruit. Simply because whatever you define it in terms of forms to be collected will fit to what we have in mobile. So no configurations, nothing is really needed other than opening the forms and start recording the results right away. And that's really how some of the customers are starting to leverage the mobile tool. As it comes to work execution, really, most of the cases, there are several business processes in place on how they would be doing that work and what kind of information that they have to configure, maybe in the mobile side, to extend the existing business processes to mobile. And that's also supported either from configuration as well as from the variety of business partners that we have that can do the work. So from an inspections perspective, as you saw before, the same link is available here in the work order tracking. So if I have an inspection to record as part of a task or as part of a work order itself, that transparently will open the manage inspection forms, sorry, the inspection reporting capability for me to fill in the results. If I want to go directly to inspections, that's also a possibility. And if I have batch inspections as well, I can select as many inspection records that I have in this list here and report all of them together. So it's quite flexible what you can do with inspections. And another important item here. So talking really from a technology perspective, we saw in the opening session, we had every place, we still have every place actually. We have work centers, we have anywhere, and now we have the mobile application. So there is a trend, I would say, in terms of technology about where we are coming from, where we are going, and the technology that we've built now, not just to support Maximo Mobile, but also to support every other new application that is coming as part of the Maximo application suite. It is really intended to cover all the previous capabilities that we have, which means, okay, comparing every place to this new one, every place you have to design to a specific form factor. As we move to mobile, you just design that application once. The application is responsive to fit to whatever the device you are connecting from. So either from desktop browsers, small phones to larger tablets would be supported. So as you install Maximo Mobile is really replacing the conduct and inspection work center, and whatever you have defined in terms of forms capabilities will continue to be supported from the mobile side. And the mobile application, the example that you were seeing here, really works in a browser in a connected mode, or also from the mobile application in this connected mode. So you see really a trend from work centers to this new mobile technology as you upgrade Maximo. And adding to that, really, the inspection process continues to be enhanced through the Maximo Mobile application right now. If you really have Maximo Mobile in place, you see that you have now multiple options. You have physical signatures as response types that will get exposed after you install in Maximo Mobile. So it's quite powerful what you can do today already with inspection forms. And if you have really Maximo Mobile being added to that, you should be able to do even more. And that's the evolution. We have the same capabilities for service request, for inventory counting that was also enhanced compared to what we had in Anywhere. And this is really the trend. So let me pause here for a second and turn to Johnny here to cover a little bit about some of the existing customers that we have today, what they are doing with Maximo Mobile, and, and explain a little bit about this scenario. So, Johnny?
Hello, Vinicius. Can you hear me well?
Yeah, yes, I can hear you.
Okay, thank you. Hello, everyone. My name is Johnny. Actually, I'm Maximo Technical Sales and Specialist on Aquarel, which is a Brazilian business partner. And we work based on IBM Maximo application suite applications. So manage, monitor, mobile, all of the new Maximo application suite models available. We provide these functionalities to the customers looking for the Industry 4.0. So everyone now started to look at how to go there, and we can help the customers from manage to predict. So we have customers in Brazil, Latin America, United States, and Europe. We were one of the first partners to install and sell Maximo application suite from scratch. So actually we have customers running Maximo Manage, Maximo Mobile, and even Maximo Monitor. And we work very close with IBM Vinicius and other guys from IBM Lab to help to improve the functionalities and the usability, even the bugs that sometimes it happens, to improve the mobile experience. Today, I will present two cases that we have actually running with Maximo Mobile. One of them, it's industry. Can you go to the next slide, please?
Sure.
Yes, okay. One of them, it's one of the biggest companies and producer of gelatin and collagen. So this company is presented worldwide. They have a lot of sites across the globe, and they choose the Maximo application suite to support their journey to Industry 4.0. And actually, they use Maximo Manage, Maximo Mobile, and even Maximo Monitor. They use all the technicians work on the mobile. So every day or every week, the planners use the graphical assignment application or the old one, assignment manager, to put the work orders to the technicians, and the technicians receive these work orders on the mobile, and then they work on the mobile doing all the material requests. And when we say material requests, it's already integrated with the customer ERP, so it works well. They use all the functionalities to report the labor, the material, even the tool. And sometimes when a work order has an inspection form, they also go through the inspection, make the inspection, come back to the work order, or go directly on the inspection application to make one or sometimes a batch inspections, like Vinicius told. And the next customer is a little bit famous here in Brazil because it's a park to the public. I don't know if everyone is familiar with Bondino. Bondino is located on Rio de Janeiro. It has an amazing view, and it opens every day 24/7 from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. And they went from Maximo, not Maximo. They went from paper maintenance, so every day they had inspection paper and work order paper directly to the Maximo Mobile. So they had nothing before, and they start to use Maximo Manage. So the planners also use graphical assignment application and even the assignment manager to dispatch the work orders to the technicians, and the technicians receive the work orders directly and the mobile also, both as inspections and both as work orders, and they report their labor. And they also has a interface with the RP. So it's a very new implementation, and they use around 2,000 work orders daily to maintain this operation, because they split the year in operation. So it's everything related to the park opening. They do a lot of inspections to see if everything is well, and they have also the maintenance parts that works at the midnight when the parks is closed. So it's very challenging implementation. We did it around between 2 and 3 months. It was very fast implementation to put the mobile to work on production, and they are very happy. They use tablets, they use mobile phones, and they use even the desktop to work there. So it's a very famous customer in Brazil, and everyone is welcome to visit when come to Brazil.
Yeah, as a guest, you are definitely welcome to come and visit us in Brazil and see how some of these customers really operate. These are a quite reliable attraction, mainly working out of the coast, which means they have high needs for inspections, regular maintenance, and now really the technicians are running that from the Maximo Mobile side.
Yes. So that's it. We have more customers running Maximo Mobile, but we chose these two to bring and share our experience as implementers and share the customer experience as users. So they are enjoying a lot. It was very challenging because everyone was used to use the paper. So if you, for example, write something wrong, you just erase what you wrote. And on Maximo Mobile, sometimes we have to handle this even on the inspection forms, because sometimes we have the situation where the technician answered wrongly and send the work order to approval, and the supervisor or the manager had to reprove this work order and send back to the technician to correct this inspection form. So it was very challenging flow, but it was very good.
Yeah, and that's really comes to the end of what we've prepared here. And we can describe that mobile is really part of a business transformation, as Johnny said. So, okay, we have phones, we use phones, smart devices for everything, but as it comes to business, how to properly record, store, reuse that information is quite important. And those are just one of the challenges that we see most of the customers that are going through this mobility journey, how to translate their existing process to make mobile a natural fit for it. Some IT security sides to allow really multiple different devices, how to manage those devices to get them to their internal network. And finally, the user adoption piece, how really to capture not just what the technician is doing, but the feeling of a technician as he uses a modern mobile tool. So this really wraps the loop of having a full mobile implementation. So let's really take the time here and get some of the questions that I see here in the chat. First one is really, does mobile require lookup data to be downloaded to the device? The answer is yes. There's still a set of data that we call it support data that is needed to make the applications work, but not something that we would update from a transactional perspective. Examples would be asset records, locations, domains from Maximo. These are things that we consider supporting data. The onboarding process for mobile then is completely different. All the data that we use in the mobile tool, and we call it supporting data, is actually prepared in the server side. So first time I connect there, Maximo Mobile would know, okay, this is really the data that this user needs, and we would just transfer it. So the test that we did here, 6 million records as an example, moving from my server to the device took a minute or so. So the whole first time experience was enhanced to really have mobile up and running as fast as we can and not have the user to wait like a bigger set of data to get to the mobile device. The next question that I got here, actually, it's a multiple questions in one. So does Maximo Mobile allow configuration similar to Application Designer? The answer is yes. Once you configure those changes, you have the ability to preview it and see how it works in a web mode, in a connected mode. And once you publish it, you don't have really to redistribute the application that is installed in the device. The next time the user really logs to Maximo in a connected mode, Maximo Mobile will detect, okay, I have a new version of this application, and it will get downloaded automatically. Allow user-added attributes to be added to the app, yes. Support workflows, prompt actions for the users, yes, during the synchronization. Batch actions on inspections, yes, as well. So you can either select the records that you want, perform them as a batch, as well as to run the actions at the end. And the last one here, will the app work with 7612 without need for app points? The answer is no. You can really buy some extra app points to try Maximo Mobile without really converting the entire license model. But if you do convert the license model to app points, you get the entitlement for Maximo Mobile. So you can still operating with 7.6 up to the end of the support lifecycle, which is planned for 2025. And start playing with Maximo Mobile right now. Whatever you do in terms of mobile implementation in 7.6 will upgrade to the application suite once that's completed.
And then,
Next.
sorry, Vinicius, I hate to interrupt, but I want to make sure everyone gets into the next session as it looks like we've run out of time. There are a lot of great questions here, and we will be sure to follow up. Vinicius, I'll get you these questions, and you'll be able to follow up and answer some of these individually, if that's all right.
Okay, that's great. Once you share that, I can provide all the answers here. And
Perfect.
just to finalize and invite everybody to the demo session tomorrow, where we'll be covering some of these really in a live environment.
Perfect. Thank you so much for your time. See everybody in the next session.
Thanks everybody for attending.
Thank you, everyone.